Whew, it's hot out here. I'm going to have a beer. It's about 36 or 37 my car was saying, so it's a bit warm out here. What are we doing out here today? Well, we got a little Perun 2. I shouldn't say little because it's a big size head torch. Used as a pistol grip style or as a head torch with this little head mount that comes with it. It's 2,500 lumens, so it's a whopper. I think it's like the brightest head torch that Olight make. Anyway, I'm keen to use this a bit more. I've been trying it out for a couple of weeks here. Anyway, it's some basic stuff here. It's 2,500 lumens and it's got 166 meters of throw, so that's some big numbers. In this video, we'll just go over just some of its features and specs, what you get in the packet. We'll go have a look at some beam shots, and we'll do a little pros and cons, and you know who it might be for, who would want to use this beast of a head torch, and then there's some sale details, because it wouldn't be an Olight video without some sale details. Anyway, let's get into that. Okay, hopefully there's not too much wind noise here. Anyway, we're going to start with the Olight Perun 2, so we'll go low. I'm just going to move it left and right, left and right. In the centre of the screen there, or slightly left of centre, is a reflector. It's a dead end. That is at 100 metres. Behind that there's a train line, some fences and a tree that's got out to about 140 metres. Now we'll go medium. Again, moving left and right. We'll go high. You can see there, really kicking along there. There's trees you can see left and right. Hopefully the camera's picking that up. Now we'll go turbo. And that's turbo. As you can see, I can actually see it lighting those trees up just dimly at about 140 something metres. Nearly 150 metres they'd be. But 100 metres is lighting up absolutely sensational. Anyway, that's it. That is the Olight Perun 2. Okay, what does it sort of say about it? Perun 2 is an upgraded version of the Perun, powered by 4,000 mAh 21700 battery. New multifunction right angle flashlight delivers a maximum output of 2,500 lumens, provides a longer runtime. It adapts to MCC3 USB charging cable, which greatly improves the charging efficiency. The built-in proximity sensor will reduce the brightness for protection when it detects an obstruction nearby. The Perun 2 can be used as both a headlamp with a headlamp band and a handheld light with a comfortable grip. It is easy to carry with a conventional pocket clip. Compared with the Perun, it is a more powerful, reliable illumination tool for multiple activities in the darkness. So its big stats are there, yep. 4,000 mAh 21700 rechargeable battery with a maximum output of 2,500 lumens, 25% brighter than the Perun. MCC3 cable, up to 2 amp charging. Built-in proximity sensor to drop brightness in case of obstruction, and great feature for safety. You won't burn things with this one. Featuring magnetic base, durable headband and a firm pocket clip for a variety of hands-free uses. The big numbers there. 2,500 lumens on turbo, and then it drops down to 800 lumens. So it'll stay 2,500 for 2 minutes, then it drops down to 800 lumens for 175 minutes. Highs 500 lumens, it'll do it for 270 minutes. Lumens, mediums 1,200 lumens, 18 hours. Low is 30 lumens, 66 hours. Moonlight is 5 lumens and 12.5 days. Weighs 161 grams including the battery. So when you get this guy, obviously I got it out, you do get a pocket clip. The pocket clip clips on there, on the light. It did come on there, I took it off. You've also got some other goodies in there. Let's have a look what else we got in here. I can't remember everything that was actually in it. Some books. The user manual. Alright. Always practical. In here, I believe, is the charging cord and a lanyard. There you go, so you can put a lanyard on it. And it has got the MCC3 charging cable, so it's good. It suits most of the Olight stuff actually, the MCC3. And of course when you want to charge that, so this just plugs into a USB-A port, just USB-A, and when you want to charge it, it's just magnetic charging. This will light up red, and when it's charged it goes green, and that's it. That's your charging. You don't have to take the battery out. Obviously the light comes out of this cover. I'll just show you that quickly. I'll show you how it sort of works. Okay, so it has got a proximity sensor in there, so if you turn it up turbo and you get something close, or it's going to start burning it, because these will, with that amount of power, 2500 lumens, it would burn things, it drops down to a level that it won't burn. So if you want to turn on, just press the button and it goes to whatever you had it at. If you hold the button in, it'll round robins through, low, medium, high, low, medium, high, and then if you double click it, it goes turbo. And I'll see if I can show you that illumination thing. So it's why it's on turbo, it comes into the box. Oh, make sure that's on turbo. Comes in the box and drops down. So it goes brighter. And it's not doing it now because I'm tuning in. It's hard to do in the daylight. But yeah, when you're on turbo, if you get it close to something, by about there, it actually drops down to a lower output, just so it won't burn things. Also on there is, if you hold it on, it goes to moonlight. Then you can round robin through those from moonlight. And if you hold on the moonlight, turn that off. Yeah, if you hold it on to moonlight, it comes on moonlight, keep on holding it and it goes to lockout mode. Then if you press it, the button just turns on, but it's not actually illuminating. Get it off, just hold it in, it gives a quick little flash and it's out of moonlight, out of lockout mode. So yeah, that's pretty simple. So the proximity sensor is handy to have, as also is having a belt clip so you can carry it, you know, on a shoulder strap, you can carry it on your belt pants, in your pocket, whatever. I'll show you the battery quickly. Everything's lovely on the Olights, everything's nice and O-ringed and lubed threads and whatnot. So it is a 21700 4000 milliamp hour battery. As you can see, it's customized, and it does the job very nicely. Also there, as the battery gets down lower, it will give you a little pulsing vibration. It's just like holding a controller from an Xbox or a PlayStation. It gives a little buzz, and as the battery gets lower, you can look through the manual and see what actually stages it does. It will start to buzz for longer, more frequency, and as it's very low, it gives quite saying, you know, charge me, charge me. So there is actually a bit of battery notice in there. I would have liked to have seen a little red dot or something on there, you know, like all the way the modern ones are done. You know, it's green, goes amber, and then goes red. But this model has been around for a couple of years, but it hasn't been upgraded because it's the specs are all pretty damn good. But they will eventually upgrade it, I guess. Pros and cons. We'll start with some cons. It's an older model, you know, it's not a Perun 3, this one's been out for a few years, and it's missing a couple of little things, like it hasn't got a light indicator to show battery status and whatnot, like for instance, the Perun 2 Mini does. Although with that said, it does vibrate as it gets lower. As the battery gets lower, it will give you little pulses of vibration for the unit, so it'll let you know the battery's getting due for a charge. So it's not really a bad con. The only other one is it's a substantial light. Like, there's a bit of weight to it. Once you move up to that 2700 size battery, it is a fair bit of light there. I thought it might be a little bit uncomfortably heavy on using it, but I've actually found it's not. The head strap with the over the top strap in it as well sort of negates it. You do notice there's weight there, but it's not, doesn't feel big and cumbersome. It actually sort of, yeah, blends in quite well. If you're wearing a hat, I often wear a hat, and I quite often run a head torch underneath the peak. You can't really do that with this one because you have the overhead strap. So if you want to do that, spin your hat backwards and use it that way. And that's about the only cons I sort of found. So it's not anything drastic. Pros. Well, those pros also, some of those cons go into the pros. The fact that it's got the 21700, you can have big run times and high output. So this has got a 21700 customized battery in it that is a high output one, so it can actually have high run times for quite a long time. So that bigger battery, it just lets you have more light. There's no other way around. If you want big lights, you need high output batteries, high amp batteries, and they need to be bigger to give decent run times. This has definitely got that. So like that turbo, when it drops down to, it still stays for ages at that 800 lumens, so you get really good run times out of it. I also like that it's magnetic, for the simple fact that you can stick at things and use it as a general purpose light. It does that really well, and I found myself quite using it like that. You didn't always have to have it as a head torch. It was also a good practical light just to use as a normal light. As I said, being magnetic, you can stick it to all these places and you can have good light, and it sticks there good. I mean, it holds itself sideways really well. It doesn't even feel like it's going to fall off a tiny bit. It's a very, very strong magnet. I think they've intentionally gone stronger magnet in this style tail cap than they do with others, because it's not just for the magnetic charging, it's also for the ability to you know, stick it on card panels, steel poles. You can light up big areas with it. So yeah, that's it for the Pros. Just a good, simple, strong light. Conclusion, that's it. It's a good all-rounder. I do a lot of hunting, as you guys would know probably. I do lots of professional hunting, so I usually use mainly red headlamps. But you always want to have all of a sudden a big white headlight just for doing general purpose stuff. This guy does that sensationally. And with the run times, it's going to be good as a good all-purpose headlamp. I find if I'm going to camp and things like that, which I do a lot of camping, this is going to be my main light for that. Just because it's got long run times, I pretty much use it at medium. Every now and then I go high, but most times at medium. But if all of a sudden you want to see something a bit distant, you know, you hear a noise out in the scrub somewhere, you can just double tap it, go to that turbo, and all of a sudden you've got, you know, 166 metres of throw, which realistically in the real world, it means it lights up for about 100 metres very, very brightly. So that's something to take in consideration. It's a good all-rounder camping, fishing type headlamp, and I'm quite happy to use it. And I think that one will stay in my kit, definitely. Probably in the car, just for general purpose lighting. Now, of course, there's a sale, so it wouldn't be an Olight one without a sale. Alright, so from 8 PM on the 11th of the 12th to 12:59 PM on the 16th of the 12th, Australian Eastern Daylight Savings Time, Perun 2 is up to 40% off, so $88.86. So that's a good price to get one of these at. Just the battery in these is a big, expensive, high-end stuff. So you know, the fact that you get it for that price, it's worth snapping up at that. If you're looking for a big head torch, I know a lot of people think, you see these things on eBay and Amazon and that. You know, they say 10,000 lumens and that, and in the real world, they're not. It's I'm not even sure if they're even possible lumens, but they say they are. This one actually gives you a genuine 2,500 lumens, and when you see it firsthand in person, it's quite impressive. Very impressive, actually. Anyway, that's about it for it. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you like more stuff like this, reviews and obviously some hunting and fishing, more fishing coming, the fish have been biting lately, so then hit the subscribe button. Anyway, bye for now.